Hi, my name's Leanne Poole. I'm a speech-language pathologist, and I created Questions2Learn, an app for the iPad. I have two versions of Questions2Learn. I have a full version and a light version. Today I'm going to talk about the light version. It's free, and it allows you to use the functionality of the full version, but on a limited scale. So you go to pick a student. You're allowed to, for the light version, you can put 3 students in, and you can take their picture, you can put their age and their grade in. You can also use all of the settings on the full version, so you could select from level 1, 2, 3, or 4. Level 1 is the easiest, so if they need help answering questions, maybe they're not verbal, or maybe they just have difficulty understanding the differences between who, what, when, and where, then they would have picture choices to choose from. Level 1 is the easiest with 3 pictures. Level 2 is next with 4 pictures. Level 3 has 5 pictures, and Level 4, there are no pictures shown when they are asked the question. That would be used for children who are verbal or who are using AAC, and they can answer using their AAC device. So I'll go with Level 2 today. And it has the same settings, so it has visual prompting to try out. You can have it on or off. If it's turned on, if your student is incorrect, that picture choice will be removed from the screen, reducing the amount of choices for them to see. So that's if they're having difficulty and you're choosing the wrong one, it will go away and narrow down the result, or narrow down the choices for them to select from. Also, it has auditory feedback. You can turn that on or off. And what that does is if your student chooses the incorrect answer, it has auditory feedback telling them they didn't choose the correct one, or try again. Reinforcement type is the same as the full version. You can either just have them hear positive reinforcement, you can have them just see the reinforcement, which would be a picture of my dogs, Mocha and Dakota, or you can have both, so they could hear it and see it, or none if you don't think they need to really have that kind of reinforcement and you wanted to provide the reinforcement yourself. So you could choose from all of those. Some students may not like the visual or hearing the sounds, so you could just choose which one you would like for the session. I'm going to choose both. And in the light version, you're able to use the school category to answer questions in. As you can see, the other categories are listed for the full version, but school is the one you can try out with the light version. Question type, you can try out all the different types of questions using the school category. You can select just 1 or 2 or 3, or you can select all. Spoken voice, if you would not like your student to hear the question read to them aloud, then you can turn that off. Or if you want them to hear it, you turn it on. Visual of trials, if your student needs to know how many more questions they're going to need to answer, you can leave visual for trials on, and you'll see tiny bones at the top of the screen, and they color in green as you answer questions to give the student a visual of how many more they have to answer. And on the full version, you could either do 5 or 10. On the light version, you can do 5 only. So you can see that a alert comes up. And after you've made all your settings, adjusted your settings for your student, you select Go at the bottom.
Where do you check out books?
And then you have your picture choices to choose from. Your student would pick the one that they think is the right answer.
Way to go!
And you have the positive reinforcement. You can see it and hear it.
Where do you get a drink of water?
And at the top of the screen you can see the visual trials. There's 5, and they're coloring in green as you go through the questions. If your student didn't hear the question, you can tap on the question itself.
Where do you get a drink of water?
And you'll hear it again. If they answer incorrectly,
choose another one.
Since I had visual prompting on and also auditory feedback, it took the picture away and also told them they need to choose a different question or different picture.
You're correct. What do you draw on? You're correct. What do you color with? Oops, not it. Way to go! Who serves you food at school? Keep trying. Awesome!
So then that tells you that you finished your trials, and if you want to go and check the data, select Home and answer yes or no. And here's the data for the questions I answered today. You can share that data with someone or yourself by emailing or printing it if you have the printer for the iPad. You can also delete by swiping on the date to the right, and you'll see the delete symbol come up and you can delete it. Also in the Lite version, you're able to try out my customized questions, either creating a new category or modifying a programmed answer choice. And the way it's limited from the full version is you can only create one category just to try it out to see what you think about that. And modifying, you can only modify one question's picture choices. So I will create a new category today. You select your level for your student. You hit the plus sign, and you're able to type in a new category to work on. And I'll put in summer. As you can see, there's the other categories listed. If you have the full version, you're allowed to go in and add more questions to the already programmed categories. So you have the option of adding your own new category or adding on to the other ones. And then for summer, you choose what question you want to ask. So I'll select a where question. And you can choose from the programmed reinforcement images and audio that I've already programmed into the app. And also for auditory feedback, you can do the same. You type in your question. Where are you going on vacation? And then when you want to put your images of the different choices your student will choose from, you tap on the square and you'll see either camera, photo library, or pre-programmed pictures to choose from. So if you had a picture from a photo library in your iPad, you could insert that picture into the square. Or you could look in My Pictures and see if you can find something to be placed in the image square. And I'm going to put for my summer vacation that I'm going to go to the mountains. And you can choose other things like airplane or maybe a person. And then the bones underneath each image box, you highlight the one that's the correct answer so that your data collection can be collected. So I highlighted mountains underneath. And then you record your question. Where are you going on vacation? Where are you going on vacation? And then you select Save, and the category was saved. And then when you go back into your student's settings, you can find that new category and you can try it out. Where are you going on vacation?
Fantastic!
So it's just like you created your own category of questions. The other customized feature is modifying program answer choices. And on the Lite version, you're able to try this out by choosing one question. So I'll choose, and it's just from the school category. So if you didn't like the picture choices that I had for who teaches you math at school, and your student is at level 2, you tap on level 2. You select modify. You'll see the question and the picture choices. And if you wanted to put the real picture of your student's teacher, you could just tap on where the correct answer is and take a picture of that teacher. Or You can find it in your photos library if you already took the picture, or you could go into pre-programmed and choose something that you think would be better to resemble that answer. You select Save, and it will tell you to buy the full version so you can modify more than one programmed answer choice.